and welcome to Finextra at Cybos TV. And today we're talking to Juultje van der Wijk from ING, and we're going to be talking about trade finance. So, what's driving change right now in the trade finance services market?
Well, we see quite an important shift of trade flows between where traditionally we had the trade flows between Europe and Asia, Europe and Latin America. For our clients, we see much more opportunities now also in the intra-emerging markets trade flows. So you see more trades from Turkey to Asia or India to Russia. And that's actually where ING has a very large customer base in Europe, but also in places like Moscow, Turkey, India, etc. So there we're also capturing much more of these intra-emerging markets trade flows.
I mean, I guess we're seeing more trade flows in these markets that are called, Next 11 markets.
That's the other thing, where traditionally you had the emerging markets were Russia, Brazil, China, India. Now, of course, those markets have been very
like
developed
Bangladesh,
and mature.
Indonesia, South Korea.
Yeah, you see actually the countries surrounding these large Moloch countries who are doing extremely well economically, that also the surrounding countries are developing quite strongly, and we see that the European exporters, who we mainly service, that they also take advantage there of capturing trade opportunities in the countries surrounding the traditional BRICS.
What is ING doing to serve and grow in this emerging market?
Well, we have, as ING, we have a very strong presence in Turkey and in India. And we all have since a few years, but we always had already, of course, our European presence and our presence in Asia. So what we're now trying to do is with our people on the ground in Turkey and in India, together with the staff who's always been there in Europe and in Asia, to service our customers in these locations. And really, we in ING in trade, we have a very close-knit network of people. People find each other very easily, so we can really accommodate our clients' needs very swift and efficient by connecting to each other very closely.
So it's like the global reach, but you also have the local presence.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we have our strong home base in European countries, but then indeed in Turkey and in India we are present there, and we service our clients there as well intensively.
Now, looking at risk, with banking, it is an interesting topic. So, for trade finance services, do letters of credit still have a role to play in the industry?
Yeah, it's always a question. Some people say that in the current E and I era, what is still a function of a letter of credit? But we still see that a letter of credit is such a perfect instrument to capture risks in international trade, but it's also used as an important financing instrument whereby companies in emerging markets have access to financing, and it's very important that we keep it that way. And actually by using letters of credit, that's still the most proven, regulated way of having that. And they've been around for hundreds of years, so I don't expect they're gonna disappear soon. But of course there is other alternatives coming into the market, like open account flows or TSUs, so we'll certainly these come and play a role as well. But as long as there's still in a lot of regions in transparency of the function of a letter of credit will be there.
I mean, it seems like, in Europe, letters of credit are very unpopular, but they're still very much in use for regulatory reasons in emerging markets. And
the interesting thing is that actually we've seen with the economic turmoil in Southern Europe in the last 2 years, we've actually also been quite actively confirming letters of credit issued by Southern European countries. So, and then you see what's happening in Northern Africa. Things still happen, and again, also if you look at China, it's still not easy to get reliable financial information on a company in China that you deal with. So that's why I think still using the banks in between and a letter of credit has a very good function.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well.